Hey guys, welcome to this part of the section we are in. We're talking about the lead machine framework and how you can build a brand, create content, and dial in numbers that end up producing sales. So I just want to quickly do this. So as you saw previously, we actually touched upon building a brand, creating content, and outlining the lead machine framework, right? Where the framework is more like an SOP. It's a system for operation, right? You can't operate this without having a brand, without content. So I did say that this exists over the shoulders of content. The more content you make, the more this thing is gonna produce results, right? So I said next we're gonna go over intentional things to do, or things to do intentionally, actions to take intentionally, or some setups to make intentionally, then you get to see outcomes, right? So let's go over that. We're gonna touch on Facebook ads and DM conversations or sales calls in this part. I know we spoke about that a lot previously in the model over here, or the framework over here, but right now I just want to talk on how to actually produce this. So I'll come to this part. So what you need now is to intentionally record this content over here and post it up on TikTok or Facebook and Instagram. In fact, not all, TikTok, Facebook, and Instagram. So you're going to post this intentionally on a planned basis. So every single day, you need to at least have something that you are recording to post tomorrow, or over the weekend you record as many videos that are short, you edit them, you make voiceovers as many as possible, then over the week you drop them over just like that, right? I could say give you a plan that in a week post X times, or in a day post 2 times, right? 2 times a day, or 2-3 times a week, or whatever. But I don't want to do that, because what you need to know is that this is all on you to dial in the numbers. It's not in me giving you a set day number of times to do this in a day. It's all on you, how much results you want. If you want to do this organically or with paid ads, it's all on you, right? But what I know is that if you do this consistently, you're gonna have results which are consistent, right? So this thing over here, you need to do content on these platforms, just like that. When you do this content on these platforms, it's gonna determine this one simple and lousy thing. It's gonna determine if you want to do this organically or with Facebook ads. That's what it's gonna determine, right? So that content that you are making, it's either becoming an organic content because you are starting and you don't have money, or you are on a low budget, or you have some $100 to spare and you want to have more like a starter that's going to get you your first client. You have some budget to work with, right? But if I'm to tell you one thing here, is that if you do this properly according to how I'm going to show you, there is no way you are going to go wrong with this. And I'm confident to tell you that, right? So if you don't have cash, you don't have cash flow, you don't have even a single cent, a single quid, you have nothing to your name right now. As I showed you, if I have 0 and I just want $5, you will simply come and record a certain number of videos that are going to TikTok. So TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook now, they are in a they are in a position to compete over our attention. So they're giving out views. Previously, Facebook was the dominant platform, which was like getting views, and you only get views if you are having followers, and your content will be shown to your followers. And the whole system changed when TikTok came into the scene, because now TikTok had a For You section, and the For You section was actually taking organic content or people's content and showing it to people that are outside of their followers, right? So now you could be scrolling on Facebook or Instagram and you are seeing content of people that you don't even know. But previously it was a feed which was giving you content from people that you are following. But right now we see a For You or the feed or the Reel section showing us content from creators that we are not following, and we are given the option to actually follow them, right? So that's the thing that is happening, and it's more like the new age to actually make money. I don't want to use the word easy, but make money in the most I don't know if it's a competitive way, because there isn't competition really. In the easiest way when it comes to competing, in the least competitive manner, right? If you can produce videos over here or content over here, you are going to get views. And when you get these views, remember I said we want those DMs or conversations, right? And those conversations are going to give us the money, right? So that's basically the catch. We want to initiate conversations, but this method organically needs us to dump in a lot of content to get a lot of views, to get a lot of DMs, and have our chances of getting sales to increase, right? So the other thing to this is that I've noticed that a lot of people want to go viral in order for them to get what can I call it, validated. They want some validation. I don't know if they've I was about to use the funny word. I don't know if they have validation issues or what, but let me show you this, right? So if you have invalidation issues and you are here, there's a red flag. So if we are to actually follow this thing I'm about to show you now, you'll learn something. So what you need is numbers like this, right? The real numbers. I'm gonna show you. So instead of going viral over one post, and it gives you 20k views, and you have your best day ever, right? I think it's best to actually have 5 videos that are going to give you different number of views, but all these videos are equivalent to 20k views. A lot of people have a lot to differ with me when it comes to this, but I would rather have an account which has this number of videos that in total are going to give me this, over just having one video giving me 20,000 views. Why am I saying that? When one person comes across this video, the obvious thing they are going to do is like and maybe save, right? But if you're doing the content we spoke about, voiceover style, do this work with me kind of style, you are going to have people liking, saving, and coming to your profile. So let's say profile. When they come to my profile and they find one video, it's gonna be awkward. Chances of having this one person to be really sure of what's happening here and they wanna work with me are gonna be less. They are gonna exit and go back. But if somebody comes to my profile and I have 5 videos and the video they saw me at has only like 200 views or 500 or 2000 views and some few comments, when they come to my page and see other videos which are having content related to what they have seen, they get to see me doing more work, meaning they will feed more on that those videos that I have where I'm creating a different kind of a site, and they see the consistency that this guy is actually real. Oh, that's the same desktop, or that's the same voice, there's the same person addressing different things, and they are working with different people or something like that. They are gonna say, hey, I love the work that you've posted. I'm actually in the market looking for somebody to create a website for my business. Rather than the other guy, one post, so many views. It's like what happens with people who buy views on TikTok, right? They just get one post, blow it up with 2 million views, and they get one comment or something, and they think they are cursed. Right? That's the thing. So don't have this validation thing where you need to blow up fast now or I'm gonna die. You just take it simple, punch in numbers when it comes to videos and dump it in there. And also, the more you produce videos or content, the more sharpened you get, the more good you get at making the best, right? And as that happens, you're gonna automatically find yourself in a position whereby your video suddenly has more views. Just a single video has more views, unlike previously where you were starting up, you were even shy in your voiceovers, you were smitten, you were blushing all the time and stuff, right? So don't be shy over the numbers and have an issue with wanting validation, to be loved. I want views now or I'll die or I'll jump off the roof. Come on, man, like just do the work for God's sake, right? So go over videos instead of just virality. Put in the work and the system will reward you. So what wins always is videos, is numbers. Numbers don't lie. You can't just wake up tomorrow and you want numbers, right? And also, in the manner we are working, we are unlike creators that want to start a YouTube channel and they want to reach 1,000 subs and a certain number of views and stuff. No, we are in a position that even a channel, I mean not a channel, even an account on TikTok that has 50 followers can actually make you money because of how you'll be doing this, touching people that are real people and stuff with your low views and stuff, right? So that's the organic part of things. Now, when we go into the Facebook ads space, that's where we are taking things to another level now, right? And this is the level we're going into. Let me clean this up properly. I'm messing it up a bit, but I'm gonna get it right. There, here, there. So when it comes to Facebook ads, it's some sort of a system that's going to cheat the whole process. I know you want cheats. That's why you are here. The actual reason you are waiting, you're hoping I'm dropping something because you don't want to work. I'm joking. I know a lot of people in here that are hardworking so much, right? So when it comes to organic, it's a bit slow because you're building this thing. And then Facebook ads, You're just gonna do something that brings in views, brings in the right people to talk to you. But it's not a cheat also. How I actually do this is actually, I don't know the right word for this, but I actually merge these two. So I drop content on a weekly. What you are going to do is you drop your 5 videos over here, and then we use these videos as ads like that. So you create videos, you drop them on TikTok, Facebook, and then we are going to use them as Facebook ads, right? And how that happens is basically what I'm going to explain next. I had to explain the views to the content to views thing as I did, so that we can reach this space here, because I don't want you to go and loan $1,000 from your grandmother, who's from your girlfriend's side and your cousin's side, and you merge it together and you run ads and you come back and give me a bad review and say, oh, he taught me and I'm not getting sales, of which I don't know what case that would be over my head. But what you need to do is to organically means not paid, go out there on TikTok. I mean, you're gonna do this once. It's not like you're going to record a video for TikTok, go record a video for YouTube, go record a video for this. No, you are basically going to take your camera and you record a video. Then you take the video, post it on those platforms we spoke about: IG, FB, TikTok. And then these videos that are in here are going to be used as ads on Facebook, right? So how ads on Facebook work is in this manner. So now I'm going to teach you more like a guide to winning Facebook ads, right? Right here. So Facebook is in this manner over TikTok. In fact, Facebook and TikTok ads are basically the same. So what happens is that, let's go. I need this stuff here. So what happens is that we find circles. Don't know if you did maths, but I mean, pure maths and all kinds of maths is the same when it comes to this, right? We have something like this. Let's keep it in 2 rings like that and zoom in, or keep it like that. Should I make this bigger? Absolutely. Let's make this bigger. So I'm gonna make this bigger like this, right? And then get to have another one over here, right? So what Facebook ads or any sort of ads do is that organically, when you are running ads, this system over here in the platform is going to try and refine your audience based on your content. Before AI, machine learning, in fact, machine learning has been there for a long time. The new AI term, we've just adapted it recently. But algorithms have been there for ages, from like the beginning of the internet, the beginning of the computer age, right? What always happened is that these platforms, let's do something like this. Let's say Facebook, IG plus TikTok. What they always did is that whenever you post your content organically, they take your content and send it to a class of people, a group of people. And then what happens that they're gonna try and pick up which group of people are interested in your content. So you might get 20,000 views, and out of those 20,000 views, they have been testing like all these different kinds of people. So out of the 20,000, that's where you realize that I might get a certain number of comments which is lower, or interaction, because not all the views are interested views. It's just this class or mixture of audiences with different trigger points or different interest in certain keywords interested in different stuff. So you'll be having like some people who are vegan, some are carnivore. I mean, they are interested in carnivore diet, not carnivores, right? Some are interested in cat videos. Some are interested in dog videos. Some are interested in ASMR. Some are interested, all different kinds of content, and they keep throwing your videos out there to a certain increased number of these new people that might love your content. Some get to say they don't like this video, then they get to look over the person's profile and account and history or reactions and stuff. Then they get to say, in this person's profile or account or database, we realize, or column, we realize that this person likes cat videos. So what we are going to do as an algorithm, remember, these are not people, it's a system. So as an algorithm, we think it's highly likely, it's very likely that all the people who like cat videos are not going to like this content, because so far this person clicked not interested on this content, right? And then that's where they're gonna try and narrow down the interest of that specific video, who likes this content and who doesn't like this content. So it's a manual loop where these actions, these conditions are met, and they have to produce actions or take actions on whatever is happening. Do you like this? No, you don't. Then who's gonna like this? Stuff like that. It happens manually, right? When this happens, it takes a long time for the platform to really know what content your account produces. And then as soon as it does, then it's like free flow. Now you get views easy, you get all these things happening, and you catch momentum. It's like a flywheel. You have to turn it until it actually catches momentum, right? And it can run the engine. Takes time. You get it, right? But when it comes to now paid ads, right? And organic, it's just free ads, as some people say mostly. It's free ads. But paid ads, you get to actually narrow down this whole thing or cut down the time by simply telling the platform that I want this video. Let me show you this in writing. So I have a video here, and I told you the kind of video you'll be doing is the video that's the best, where you're talking. Again, why do we have to talk? Because the space we are in, everyone doesn't want to talk. They want to use machines to talk. So when people out there hear somebody's voice, their mind is triggered, or some hormone in their head is like enticed, and they want to hear what this person is saying. The same way you find that there's some content of weird stuff, and somebody's just talking in their vernacular language, right? And the content goes viral, because as soon as I hear that this guy is talking my language, I stop over and I want to hear him and have fun, you know. So that's basically the thing. Video, voice, best. So I'm going to take this video, throw it into the Facebook pool through ads. And then I'm going to say, hey, Facebook, I want you to show this video, this content to a certain audience. So unlike previously, where we relied on the system finding these people, we just say, take this video and show it to an audience that's in South Africa or USA or somewhere. So my audience is in South Africa, according to just you, right? Or wherever you want to target. So that's basically demographics. Basically, let me go demo. So I was saying demo like demotology, demographics, demography. So there's targeting based on demographics. right? And it's not a scary word or whatever. It's basically interest based on where the person is, their age, their gender, and stuff, right? So I'm gonna say the person is in South Africa. It's between a certain age, for example, between 21 and 45, because I don't expect that a 60-year-old will wanna get a website selling toys, of which it happens, right? But you get the whole idea, I guess. From there, we also have, so it's location, it's age, it's gender. So I want both female and male, right? I won't say this or that. But if my business is targeting people that are selling, for example, let me think of a business. Okay, people who are selling sanitary pads for women. They are likely going to be women, right? If it happens that a guy is doing that, oh, God bless, his soul is such a good person. But most of the audience there, it's gonna be women running such a business. Same thing with businesses that are selling makeup, selling whatever, it will be women mostly, right? So in that regard, it means it would be where they are based locally, location, age, and gender. But now, according to demographics, this is what they are. But according to interests, that's where I actually get to beat the organic wheel, because the organic wheel is just gonna take long to figure this out. I go over to Facebook and say, also, this audience I'm looking for should be running a business or having interest in business, and they should have interest also in what? I don't know. But they should own a business or want to run a business or have interest in a business, right? So far, I would have managed to get an overlap of this audience, because if this is just one circle here, right? Then this circle would just focus on these people. But when it's like demographics and interest, then it's gonna be based on an overlap, meaning some people who are in South Africa may not be interested in business and they are not gonna be shown this. And some people who meet this criteria here, they may not be business related or interested people. So I need this overlap of people who are in this space here, but also in this space here. That's where we get the overlap over here, right? So this overlap is what we are looking for, and your content is going to be shown to these people in here. And guess what happens? Chances of having these people clicking and coming to talk to you, clicking your ad to talk to you or take any action are higher, because they are overlapping, they're having overlapping interests. It's people who are in this space. It's not just people who are in business and they are not where you are or where you have interest in working with, right? For example, some countries don't have the best payment methods or integrations. They are not connected to the world. Targeting them would be difficult because they are interested, but they are not in that specific location you have interest in. So that's more like it. Or some countries are having a low income rate, meaning they may not afford your services, right? So that's basically where overlapping interest and demographics come in, right? So when we go over to Facebook, we're going to use this for targeting. I think I just showed you Facebook targeting in an interesting way, right? Beyond that, what we can do further is get to say, I want these people to be interested in business and in a certain thing also. For example, they shop from a certain store, they wear certain brands, these are interests, they like certain pages, they follow certain people. For example, if I'm to try and target people who are interested in what? Let's say coaches mostly. My business, for example, let's suppose I wanted to create websites for coaches and course creators and those kind of people. So I'll have to go and search for what do we call them, and search for influencers in that space. And influencers are not actually just people we see on TikTok and Instagram, and we call them influencers. These are like big brands. Big brands could be a company, could be a software, it could be a certain leader, it could be so many things, right? Could be a brand, could be an individual, not individual, right? Individual, a big brand, or whatever it could be. For example, if I'm targeting people in the coaching space, I could target, I could keep it this way. Let me show you now. I could target, let's keep it clean. Let's suppose I'm doing a Facebook ad setup now. I want to show you this one. Right, let's clean this up. I'll remove that. I'll tell you why. So I'll keep my targeting like this, simple. I'll say people from South Africa, because now I'm in South Africa, but I can be in South Africa and target people in the United States for an interesting reason, because they can afford paying for certain fees easier than some people here. And I put it nicely and said some people here, right? Because there is no stereotype or room for stereotype in business. So what I'll do, I would say this, I'll keep the gender open. Whenever you hear me saying keep it open, it means I'm not going to filter it down or say male or female. So I'll say both male and female. So M and F, right? F, and then next keep the age open. So the open age on Facebook, it's 18 plus. I think it ends somewhere at 60 something, but it will keep it open, right? So it's infinity, but the platform will know who this person is based on the overlap, right? Don't get it twisted and think it will show everyone. So when it comes to the interest, I'll simply keep it straight. I'll just say people who are interested in, remember I said coaches. Most coaches are learning from Russell Brunson. And Russell Brunson, last time I checked, he's also an interest on Facebook. So I'll say Russell Brunson. Or Tony Robbins. Most coaches listen to Tony Robbins, right? Then the overlap here gives me the money. This is my money market, my money audience, right? Simple. You don't have to go and say coaches, what people following coaches, pages having to do with coaches. Just search for the person or for people or influences in that space or market, right? If you want to keep it even further simple, I think now I'm giving you hacks for free and you must pay me for this. I'm not paid enough for this, right? So the other thing you could do is target softwares that your audience is using. For example, let's say there are many examples now, instead of basically it's many examples. So think of softwares, or just go online and check softwares which these people are using. So you could find that they use certain softwares like Go High Level. I'm not sure if it appears as an interest, High Level, or some sort of I think Calendly, or what, webinar software. So you just check the websites they go to, and then you'll be able to get this overlap over here, right? And these people over here are going to be your ideal audience. these people who fall in this space. So initially it was a lot of people in this space until you filter it down. So what you can always do is that don't put in, I don't like the idea of putting, previously I used to do that. I don't like the idea of putting a lot of interest like this. I like keeping it like two interest, an ad set or an ad. Like I would rather keep it like 1, 2, or just 1, 2, then see between Russell's audience and Tony Robbins' audience which one outperforms the other. And in most cases you'll find that even between these two there is an overlap. That's where I feel like I don't have to stack them up, because most people who follow this one might be following this one, and then you find that they show this ad to the same person twice. But the platform again would never get to show your content to a person more than 3 times, because that's more like frequency. There's something called frequency. They wouldn't want the person to be bored and close Facebook or Instagram because they are bored that now they're seeing the same thing over and over. That would be like spammy. Then they're like, Facebook is boring because it has a lot of ads. So they don't want that, right? So they want it to be like as organic as it can be. That's why videos that feel organic are the ones which will be pushed further than any when it comes to ads, and the ads will bring in more views and more results easier because they are just organic. People love it when you are organic, right? When you are like original, you are like authentic, you make mistakes. That's why you're listening to me over here. You are not bored because I'm like free, stuff like that, right? And then when we move from here, I think we should just walk over into the Facebook platform and I show you how to set this up, how much money you can spend, how to do all this stuff. But basically, this is just a matter of taking your video and you bet on yourself and say, I'm willing to bet $2 on myself. That's what a lot of us are not willing to do, betting on ourselves. So that's more like that, like it. Tired, exhausted, repeating stuff now. See you in the next lesson. Cheers.